Peaches are delicious enough on their own, but you can also turn them into amazing desserts. So today I'm sharing a peach upside down cake that's super easy to make and is really impressive. When you're shopping for peaches, you want to choose fruits that are firm and ones that are heavy for their size. That's how you know you're picking the juiciest peaches. So to prepare our peaches for the cake, I just want to slice them into even slices. That's going to be the topping for the upside down cake. But like the name implies, we cook the cake upside down. So all the ingredients on top go at the bottom, and when it's ready, we flip it upside down. You'll see. To make it as pretty as possible, you want to make the slices even. So I'm just going for 1/4 inch slices here. There are actually more than 2,000 varieties of peaches, so you have a lot to choose from. But within all of those varieties, there are 2 other characteristics to look out for. There are peaches that are freestone peaches and peaches that are clingstone. And it's basically what the names imply. So clingstone peaches, the pit clings to the flesh, and freestone peaches, their flesh pulls away from the pit. But more and more grocers I've noticed are actually labeling freestone or clingstone at the grocery store. All right, we should have plenty of peaches to work with here. We're looking for about 2 cups. Now we can get to assembling our cake. So I'm actually using a cast iron pan as my cake pan, but you can also just use an 8 to 9 inch round cake pan. And the first thing we need to do is coat the bottom of the pan with some melted butter. This is a part of our caramelized peach topping. Butter's in there. Now we'll just sprinkle this with some brown sugar. Brown sugar is great for caramelized toppings because it has molasses in it, so you'll get that nice, thick, caramelly topping. Now we can set our peaches down. This is the part where you can get a little fancy. So what you want to do is create a beautiful design so that when we flip this cake upside down, you'll see just how pretty it is. Just keep layering until the pan is completely covered or you've used all of your peaches. Our peaches are down. Now we have to make the cake batter that goes on top. So I have in here 1/2 cup of butter that I brought to room temperature. And to that, I'll add some white sugar and we'll cream these until they're combined. Perfect. To that, I will add 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla. And finally, what we'll do is add the flour and baking powder and milk alternately until we've used them both up. Perfect. Now that it's all combined, the last thing that I want to add are some sliced almonds. This will complement the peaches nicely, but also add a crunch to the cake that I think is necessary when the peaches will be caramelized and the cake will be moist. So just 1/3 cup of sliced almonds, and we'll gently fold those in. Now we can put it on top of our peaches. Just take your time with this so that you don't move the peaches around underneath. Okay. So we'll gently cover the peaches, make sure it's all even. This is going to be so good. I'm going to bake this in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes at 350 degrees until a toothpick comes out clean. I pulled the cake out of the oven and let it cool for about 20 minutes, which is really important because if you try to flip this when it's too hot, it might fall apart. So now that it's cool, I'm just taking a knife and running it around the edges to ensure that it releases. Now, I'm putting my serving dish right on top and carefully flipping it over. Okay, and here's the fun part. Just want to make sure it's all loosened up, but I think I heard it fall, so here's the moment of truth. Oh, wow! Look how pretty that is! That is a gorgeous cake, and it's still steamy and warm. Look how beautifully the peach is caramelized on top. And here you have it, our peach upside down cake that showcases just how delicious peaches are. And now all that's left to do is eat.
China claims the honor of first cultivating peaches as far back as 4,000 years ago. The stone fruit then headed west, and Alexander the Great brought peaches to Europe from Persia. Peaches continued their westward voyage to the New World with Spanish explorers in the 1500s. And besides providing fiber to your diet, peaches are fat-free and cholesterol-free.